Good morning, guys. We're going to try something a little bit different today. One of the things that we've been talking about is goal setting. As many of you know, this last year we've had a pretty big change in the way that we've done life in general. The the biggest thing that we changed over this last year is we wrote down some very specific goals and the way that we attacked those. And so what we wanted to spend some time talking about is what are your goals for this next year? What is it for business? What is it for fitness? What is it for personal and family? This last year, most of you know, I lost 90 pounds doing some flexible dieting and from CrossFit, and then just integrating a lot of different things into my life and changing the way that I viewed food, changing the way that I viewed just daily life in general. So the things that we wanted to discuss today is, have you written them down? Have you put them out there? Have you discussed them with other people that may be able to help get you there? If you haven't, why not? Each of these things that you write down can have a varying range of problems associated with them. Some of them can be injury and fitness related issues that keep you from allowing them to happen. It can be financial, it can be time, but there's one thing in all of those is usually there's a way to overcome them. It may not be easy, it may not be fun, it may not be what you necessarily want to do at that moment, but if you're serious about that goal, it's got to happen. So the biggest things about your goals, are they reachable? Are they sustainable? Do you have some that are questionable? One of the biggest things that I did this year is I had a goal list that had, I think, around 10 things on it. And 2 of them were what I deemed to be fairly unachievable. But I also knew that if I didn't have something out there to drive me more than just I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to see a few more patients a week. I want to spend a little bit more time with my kids. If I didn't have something to really push me, then there's nothing that's going to keep me going in that direction. So it isn't a bad thing to have a couple goals that are big, that scare you a little bit. I was once told by a friend that if your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. So this next year, I've been going through, after going to CrossFit Regionals this weekend and working with some amazing people and seeing some people do a few things that, you know, I may never be able to do, but I'd sure like to try some of it. So it's a good idea to keep that in your mind and say, how big can I go? But then on the other side is, if it's completely unrealistic, it can have the exact opposite effect. It can drive you into the ground, and it can ultimately lead to burnout. So one of the things that I've started doing is doing short-term and long-term goals and having them written down. I actually have several written on my mirror at home. So first thing when I get up in the morning, I'm getting ready, I stare at those goals. Some are business, some are fitness, some are personal, but it's just important to kind of keep tabs on what you're doing. And if you're just running through the day, the chance of you making it where you want to be, slim to none. So try to make sure that you have that written down, have some people to help keep you accountable. Because if you don't, it's very unlikely. So if we can ever help you in any way reach some of those goals that you have in mind, if there's a roadblock in your way, whether it be a physical roadblock that's keeping you from being able to play with your kids, do something in the fitness world, or just live a life that doesn't hurt. But then on the same side, if there's something that we can help you break through mentally or break through spiritually, it's here at Endurance, we are more than just get you out of pain. The goal is to help you succeed in the way that you you choose to strive after. So if we can ever do that, please don't hesitate to reach out. We've got some really cool things coming in the next few weeks that will allow us to better serve this community and help you guys hopefully reach those goals that may be unreachable in your mind right now. But you never know how far you can get until you start pushing yourself and you start giving yourself a timeline to hit things and realistic expectations of yourself. So with that, we're going to close it up today. I just wanted to reach out and give you guys a little bit of encouragement and just say that we are here to help you in any way possible. Get out there and live active and have a great rest of your week.